Okay, so good day everyone. So will be your laboratory activity for today. So what you're going to do is you're going to still create a network diagram. So I'll be giving you a activity for you to work on. So last time you did a simple network diagram and you are assigning a static IP address. So meaning to say you are manually assigning IP to computers. Okay, so that will be a tedious task if you have so many computers on the networks. So it's very difficult. It will be a difficult task for you to assign each IP addresses on computers. But this time we're going to add a device which will act as a DHCP server. So meaning to say it is the one in charge on giving IP address to the network. Okay, so yun yung function niya. The DHCP server or a device or a server will act as a DHCP server that would provide IP addresses to the entire network. So no need to set your computer's IP to static. So all you have to do is just set your device or computer to DHCP mode. Okay, so meaning to say your computer will automatically get an IP to the DHCP server, which in this case on yung gagawin yung mga activity, so we will be adding a server on the network that will provide the IP addresses. Okay, so let's start first with a simple network. So I already assigned the server -pt here, or you can get it on the end devices. So on the end devices, so look for the server -pt. Okay, look for the server -pt, just click on it. Okay, so this will be your server -pt. Okay, so what you're going to do is just click on the server -pt. Okay, click on the server -pt. So this will be our DHCP server on the network. So this server will provide the IP to the 3 computers on the network. Okay, so just click config, or that's the first. So let's add an IP here. So always remember, a DHCP server should have static IP, or you manually assign IP address to the server. Okay, so for the purpose that it is identified automatic on the network, kasi siya yung magbibigay on the network, kaya lang siya naman siya kukuha ng IP. So just to make it visible to the network, always assign static IP. And usually ginagamit yung first valid IP on a network address para sa servers. So in this case, let's say for example, you are required to create a class C network. So let's assign this one with 192.168.1.1. Okay, with a subnet mask like this one. Okay, so ulitin ko ulit, the server should have static IP, and usually yung mga first valid IP is our server's IP. So just close this one. So we already have the IP on the server. So what we're going to configure next is the DHCP service. So just click config. Okay, just click config here. Then you have the DHCP. Click on the DHCP under the services. Click DHCP. Okay, turn it on. Okay, so just turn it on. Kung mapapansin nyo, you have the starting IP address here. So the starting IP is 192.168.1.0. The problem with this one is yung unang ibabato niya is 1.1. Kaya lang, it is already assigned on the server. So what you're going to do is you're going to add, for example, if I wanted to start the IP addressing from 10, so I can replace it with the value 192.168.1.10. Just click save. Okay, just click save, then automatically you have the DHCP service. Okay, so since you already, these are connected. Okay, so I configure ko pala yung to nakaiwalay na server. So I'm going to do this again to the server connected to the network. Just click this one. Desktop IP configuration. So this way, this will be 192.168.1.1. Okay. So go to the config again. Dhcp, turn it on. Then start at 10. Then save. Okay. Diba, by default, the computers on the network is assigned with a static IP. So what you're going to do is just click this one. Okay. Automatically, it acquires an IP address. So the first IP is 1.10. So the next IP is 1.11, and the third IP is, okay, always make sure naka-select yung DHCP mode. So automatically the computer acquires a network address or network IP on the DHCP server. Okay? So that will be your activity for today. So you're going to create networks, but this time on the DHCP environment. Okay? So just create the network diagram and save accordingly to the file name stated on the activity list. Okay, so work on that one and save it and upload it on your canvas.